Hey there, by now you should have received an email regarding Zoom meetings for the Pink Panther cheerleaders. If not, definitely check your email, and if you haven't received it, definitely let me know. But I do want to talk about something. So, it is an obvious problem that we have a little bit of chatterboxes when it gets to our mini ladies. So I want to kind of dig deeper because we do have 16 girls, and trying to do a Zoom meeting might be difficult for talking reasons, or I'm just not there. So I kind of want to offer an alternative. And I've come up with this idea for us to share a Google Calendar through Gmail. So here is how you use it. I strongly suggest you read the email attached to this before watching this video, but go ahead and do that right now. And when you're ready, press play. So once you get into Gmail, so that means you've opened whatever Google Safari you're using, and you've typed in Gmail, and you type in the password and username, and now we're here. Okay. So this is how we are going to operate this. Here's our home screen. Once we get to the home screen, you're gonna find the active user, and then we're gonna click on the Google Apps, and then we're gonna find Calendar. Once we find Calendar, and it opens, it's gonna show us the whole month that we're looking towards through my schedule. So this is just for me, MIlls-Roddick. So you will only be working with me through this calendar. Eventually, we might be able to get Michaela on this too, but right now with the social distancing, we've decided to stay home, and I've decided to take this on. But we will see Coach Michaela during those Zoom videos, so don't worry. Okay, so right now we're on April, and there's not a whole lot going on because it's towards the end of the month, but we do have our April 30th coming up here, our first Zoom meeting ever. And then we're going to go to next month so I can explain what we're going to be using this for. All right, so for Thursdays, we have all of our Zoom meetings scheduled. But if you look over here on Monday, I have opened my schedule up to coaching the girls at 2 different sessions. So there's going to be one session of 4 athletes to 1 coach. So 4 to 1. That means 4 athletes to me, Coach Natalie, will be working together during a Zoom session. So if you're interested in working in a smaller section with a coach and only 3 other girls, this is going to be for you. So what you would do for this, so we're going to exit that because we're not going to use it. And this one's my example, so I'm actually just going to go 1 week ahead, but it's the same thing. So let's say, look at this. So for my example, I have the 4 to 1 athletes. Well, 4 athletes to 1 coach. And I want to be a part of that. I want to put my athlete on that. So what I'm going to do is click on the day, and it's going to immediately let me put a name down. So let's say my daughter's name is Jane Doe. So what I'm going to do is put that there and say what I want. So that would be 4 to 1, and then we're just going to press save. And now we have a Jane Doe set up for here. So I know that my daughter or my athlete has been placed on this day. And then immediately after, what we're going to do is go back to our Google Apps, and we're going to find Gmail. And we're going to press compose. And give it a second to load. All right. So from there, we're going to write an email to Pink Panther cheerleading at gmail.com. Not ending, leading. No. Okay, sorry. My computer tries to run away to Grammarly pretty often. Okay, and then we're going to put what we're looking for. So we want to do a 4 to 1, and then we're going to put the athlete's name right here. So Jane dough, and then the date. And if you need to, you can look back at that calendar just to double check that. So that my example, the one that we're using, is going to be for the 27th, but if you're going to use the first actual one that's coming up, that won't be until the 4th. So these 4-to-1s will not be available until May. So right now we're just using the example, so I'm going to put the example date of the 27th. So then I'll go back to my email, and I'm going to put April 27th of 2020. And then all we're going to do is press send. And then this email account is going to send it straight to Pink Panther Cheerleading so that I can make sure that your athlete has been booked. Because we can't really do a 4-to-1 if we have all these athletes signing up more than 4, then this isn't really going to work out. So it's kind of be a little bit more first come, first serve. So whoever's name goes down first with the email is the person who gets booked for that date. So be sure that you're submitting an email to follow up, or I will not be able to tell who signed up first, and I would much rather not go over the drama that could occur with that. So make sure you're sending an email or I can't sign you up. Okay, also, we're going to try, well, no, that's not what I meant. Sorry. So also, we're going to try a little bit of personal training. So one athlete to a coach. So with this, it's in the title. The one athlete to coach means one athlete to me, Coach Natalie. And it would be a 45-minute session, and it would only be a one-time offer. So I know that it says weekly on Monday 3 times. That does not mean that you are booking the session for 3 times. It will only mean that this is happening 3 times within this month. So make sure that you sign up for one of the days that you are interested in if you're interested in the personal training for your athlete for a 45-minute session. So if you wanted to do this one, what you would do is, again, same thing, you would click on the date and you would put your daughter's name. For my example, let's Miss Janie, and we're going to say the personal training, okay? And then when we would press save, and then next most important step is right after we've claimed the spot, please go to Gmail and send an email. And the only difference that you need to put for when we go to Gmail, we're going to compose. By the way, I apologize for how long it's taking to get there. It's because I have all these apps open, but I promise I need them all open for what I'm working on. But anyway, so again, you would send it to Pink Panther Cheerleading. Let's pretend I type that. And the subject, we're going to put PT because we're doing personal training. Again, we're doing Miss Jane, and the date, fill that out. And that's all the same. So the only difference would be is it's a personal training, so it's that one session, and then make sure you press send so I know that it's going for this to come up, or I can't help you with this. Okay, let's scoot back just a bit. Start exiting some of these, make it go a little faster. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so I'm going to delete that because that's not being used. So right now I'm only offering these additional days on Mondays at these times and 2 different sessions. So remember, this one's only for athletes, and then the personal training is only going to be 1 person. So if you see 5 athletes signed up, then maybe sign up for next week or the following, because then I will not be able to help you in that. Don't forget, this is just an addition to the Zoom meetings. These are totally optional. If I just want to help your girls be the best they can be, and just a giant reminder that this is free. I am offering this as a free service. I just want us to be the best that we can be. So don't forget, we're doing Zoom meetings, but if you want to better your game and have a little bit more of one-on-one, then do your shorter class or the personal training. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.